Join Mondo's Elite Notification Squad today to help keep my dreams alive.
Authors and artists work really hard on their stuff, so please support them using the links below.
Age 238. Many years before the destruction of planet Vegeta, the Saiyans lived on planet Sadala.
Long time no see.
What do you want, old man?
The king wants to see you, Yamoshi.
Alright, I will go tomorrow. Good night, old man. I really wonder why the king wants to see me. Walking into his house, we're introduced to his wife, Fesliyan. He explains that tomorrow the king would like to meet with him. When his mate asks why, he says that he doesn't know. But the last time that he called him was over 3 years ago to make him leader of his team. Fesliyan jokes around and says, imagine if he makes you king! But Yamoshi doesn't find this very amusing.
Yamoshi, you are weak. Very weak. You failed to protect them. You are not a true leader. You are just a weak Saiyan.
Jarring from his sleep, it seems that Yamoshi has a problem with a recurring nightmare. West Saiyan Village. In 238, Saiyans are not just powerful warriors, but also traders. After the hunt, one part goes to the village to eat and non-consumable items are used to create jewelry or clothing that will be resold to other villages or the outlying planets through small merchant ships. Heading into town, Yamoshi and his wife split up as she's gonna go try to sell some goods. When one of the merchants says, hey Yamoshi, so we're summoned by the king, huh? Yes, but how did you know that? The merchant, whose name is Nazu, says the rumors circulate fast, you know. Your friend Kabura is also summoned. Both reassuring and disappointing that he was not the only one, he thanks Nazu for the information. Before heading out, he asks if he can have one of the apples on the table, but for whatever reason, the fruit gives him a strange feeling. Not recognizing the smell, he decides not to take any chances and crushes it in his hand. Nazu asks, what are you doing? I paid for it, I'll do what I want with it. Stupid bastard, you'll die just like your precious friend, that idiot of Don't say his name. You're a hunt leader? Yes. Now you're gonna get rid of all those apples. They're dangerous. Why? They're just simple apples. Not really. They really smell weird. Like they're infected with something invisible. Be careful what you sell. Goodbye, Nazu. The unsuspecting merchant notes that she didn't think Yamoshi could be so furious. Huh? You're late, my dear Yamoshi. Here already, huh, Kabura? Yes. An old man came to me last night and said the king wanted to see us. Me too. Do you have any idea why? Not really. I'm sure it's about our last mission. I must confess that what I saw after that mission wasn't grandiose. 1 week ago. I think we need a little help. This thing is tireless. Everybody, get ready for the transformation. Yamoshi is seen in the background holding up his right arm as it glows in the night. After the transformation, you will follow my instructions. Ramiro, you will follow me in first. Tensai with Kaburo will fire once in position. Okay, boss, let's go everyone. Yamoshi, whenever you're ready. When the Saiyans look at the moon, they can turn into a great ape called Uzoru and become 10 times stronger. They use this transformation in hunting enemies that are beyond their capabilities, although some Saiyans simply can't control the form. So in that situation, they've put in place a strategy. A small amount manage to use the power of the Uzoru without transforming. Their eyes become yellow and their strength increases tenfold. They're called the Hunt Leaders because they physically lead their comrades. Very few Saiyans achieve this state because it takes immense self-control. Letting out a war cry, the leaders can guide their allies to the directed mission. 10 minutes later. Everybody got their clothes back? Everybody is indeed dressed, but the others can't shake a feeling. It's like there's a strange aura in the air. The smell is nauseating. It's scary. Go home. I'll take it from here. Kabura, report the mission to the king, please. Be careful, Yamoshi. See you tonight, honey. I know this smell. It can't be possible. What is that? What I saw that day. I could never forget. This is a nightmare. It's you. Yamoshi! Wake up! Yamoshi! Hey! Sorry, I was totally in my head back there. We've arrived. The door of the king's house. Oh, okay. He has the folly of greatness, our king.
Lately, we've observed strange changes on our planet. People have not been acting the same for several months now, as well as many animals and plants have died for unknown reasons. It's as if they were infected by an invisible virus.
Many more people have been aggressive in the village. Now that you say it, it does explain some things.
All these elements seem to be related to a particular person you know well, Yamoshi. All the changes that we have seen have happened since the disappearance of a certain Saiyan.
A member of our team who disappeared during a mission and was never found. It's not possible.
The Saiyan had a serious disease. Do you remember?
Yes, his S cells were abnormal, and he was having a serious madness crisis. So it wasn't a dream. It really was him.
Yes, the Saiyan was none other than your friend Kemba.
Another crisis. This isn't good.
Kemba is alive. Sorry, but you have a plan for this situation?
Yes, my method will seem extreme, but it will be better for everyone. Kabura, I know that you're a spaceship builder. I would like to send Kemba to the planet Plant.
I understand why you brought me here. So I can make a resistance ship for Kemba in the next week. It's short, but possible. I think I know where Kemba is. I'll tell him about the situation. 5 days later. Oh, this necklace is on sale. Yamoshi and his wife are trying to peddle some goods, but Fesliyan can tell that something's wrong. With no desire to continue hiding it, he tells her that it's about Kemba. Asking if he's afraid of him, Yamoshi decides to go into more detail. I remember our last mission together. A very big monster had come to eat the provision of the West Village, and Kemba fought by himself. He didn't need to turn into the Azoru, and didn't master the Akari form. He's just abnormally strong because of his disease which disrupts his S cells. He killed the monster in one punch, but after that, he lost control of his power. I just saw a huge explosion and no sign of life. If he can kill a giant monster in one shot, that doesn't reassure me. Walking off away from the town, Yamoshi thinks to himself, I waited for the smell of Kemba to stop moving, and now it's been on that distant island for 3 days. Now's the time. I can smell him, but is there something else? Nah, it's probably all in my head. A cave. I expected better. Well, good. Here we go. Kemba! It's me, Yamoshi! I know you're here! Long time no see, Kemba. We need to talk about your disease.
I'm not sick. Who are you?
He doesn't recognize me? It's me, Yamoshi, your friend. You really don't recognize me?
No, I just want to fight.
This is the worst situation that could have happened.
Come on! My head, Yamoshi, what are you doing here?
You've come to your senses? Whew, I feel reassured. I thought you were going to kill me.
Sorry, but why are you here? And how did you find me?
I found you with your evil aura, and I'd like to talk about your disease. Are you aware of the risk?
Yes, the murders have multiplied. I know, but I can't control this power, so I preferred to hide, but it didn't change anything.
I see. So you survived our last mission. How is that possible? The king wants to send you to Sadala, but it's not possible. The smell, it's the same as Kemba.
But what? Please finish your sentence.
Same smell like that day, but it doesn't come from him. So that's what I felt when I came to the island. Sorry, I must join Fesliyan. Goodbye, Kemba.
Don't take me for an idiot. You just realized that. We've reached the point of no return. The war has started, Yamoshi. The infected Saiyans. Become like me.
Later that night, knowing what the future is most likely to bring, Yamoshi is trying to spend some intimate time with his wife. When she confusedly asks, "What are you doing?" he says he's just trying to enjoy the peace with her by offering a dance. But she says he's a pretty bad dancer, and she has a much better way they can enjoy their time. But unable to catch a break, they hear an explosion from outside. Can't we just spend a few minutes together? As the tremors continue, we jump outside to see Kabura's on the receiving side of that explosion. Kabura, are you okay? I'm in great shape. Let's just say I wasn't ready for that. I was working on the ship and she attacked me for no reason. Fesliyan joins him asking who disturbed them. They were starting to have some fun. It's then revealed that it's Nazu, the merchant from the previous chapter, who seems to be completely blinded by rage. Her energy is like Kemba. It's strange. Her energy is like Kemba's, but it doesn't seem to infect her surroundings. Get ready to fight. As Nazu continues to go completely nuts, Yamoshi tells his wife to take cover and to also get dressed. She tells Yamoshi to take care of himself as Nazu comes rushing towards him. The power gap between the two of them is evident as Yamoshi tries to talk her to her senses. He decides his best bet is to bide his time and merely try to knock her out when he gets the opportunity. Even Kabura admits that Yamoshi is doing much better than he did. Sending Nazu flying, he wonders if he overdid it, but the apparently possessed warrior is able to catch herself. Charging a key ball of some kind, Yamoshi doesn't recognize this attack. As she unleashes it, he knows it's time to get serious. As he goes into his hunt leader form, Fesliyan questions Kabura if he got the fireball too, but he humorously says no, he lost before that. Looking on, a dark entity says, so this is the Saiyan Nation, catching Kabura's attention, but the figure disappears before he can spot it.
Take that! Astral Hammer!
Yamoshi counters on the fireball, which consumes Nazu. That should do it. Yamoshi, do you smell that? At the top of the cliff. Yes, but that smell is unknown to me. As the two walk and talk, they deduce that it's not another evil Saiyan, and can only hope it's not another threat. Waking up, Nazu comments that her head hurts and wonders what she's doing here. Fesliyan comes along and says, oh, then the evil Saiyans can take their minds back. That's cool. The next day, Yamoshi and Kabura appear to be heading somewhere. Yamoshi asks if it's really so important that they go, and Kabura says of course, Tensai has been promoted to leader. We should celebrate. You should learn to have a little more fun. That's when they appear to run into Tensai on the street, who tells them that they just talked to some weird guys at the bar, and they want to see Yamoshi and Kabura. Talk to me? But for what? About a crystal ball. These guys looked important. We should hurry. At the West Port. Hey everyone! So somebody wants to see me? We brought him to you as planned. Of all people, Shallot greets him in the bar, accompanied by what appears to be a group of galactic patrolmen. For those unfamiliar with Shallot, he's the original character made for the Dragon Ball Legends game. Already familiar, Yamoshi says, Shallot, you're looking for me? Not exactly, but they are. That's when we're introduced to Helix and Skyla. They've come seeking the criminal named Chilled, but it's too dangerous for the both of them, so they sought help from the strongest Saiyan of the planet. So that's why Shallot redirected them to Yamoshi. It appears Chilled has stolen a Dragon Ball from them, which they refer to as just a crystal ball, but they say it's very important and ask for Yamoshi to help them get it back. But he says he's busy, what's in it for him? His planet's in danger, he doesn't have time for that. That's when Helix says, okay, if you help us get back the Dragon Ball, I'll let you use them to grant a wish. Reasonably shocked, he asks if that thing can help cure people. And Skyla says, yeah, that's child's play for Shenron. Happily accepting, Yamoshi thinks he just stumbled upon a way to cure Cumber. Now the party can begin! Cheering out, everybody shouts, glory to the Saiyans, glory to our nation. Shallot, I'd like to ask you a question. Where's your brother, Giblet? I wanted to talk to you about it. I fought Cumber on our last mission. It was fast. Just as Cumber was about to attack me, Giblet came to my rescue, but after that, he lost his mind and attacked my team, and I ran away cowardly. Taking a sip of his drink, Yamoshi says he understands and vows to fix that. The next day, King Vegeta has gathered a group of Saiyan warriors. Where's Yamoshi? I didn't see him today. Don't worry, guys. But Yamoshi appears to be making his way to address the troops. Listen to me, Saiyans! Today, we will fight to protect our nation. Our friend Cumber has fallen ill to a strange disease and contaminated our planet. He and the Saiyans he's infected have fallen into madness. However, they can be cured with the Dragon Balls. But for the moment, we must fight against the evil Saiyans. I ask you to help me in this fight! Going on to deliver an inspiring speech, saying today is the decisive day for planet Sadala, a day that will define the future of the Saiyans. Help to honor their elders and protect the next generation. Finishing up, the Saiyans deliver a war cry as it appears they will be joining this fight. King Vegeta announces that those who wish not to fight will be evacuated. Using what Kabura has dubbed the Ark, the conscientious objectors will be sent to Planet Plant. Trusting the Saiyan known as Okra to the evacuation, she asks the king if he really intends to take their son to battle, but he says no, he'll be evacuated with her. Fesliyan asks Yamoshi if he senses a strange smell around the ship. He says yeah, it's the same Kaburan he noticed last time, noting that can't be good. Not too far away, one of the galactic patrolmen asks the other if he thinks he'll show up now. Out of nowhere, Yamoshi takes off, believing there to be an enemy nearby. Near the spaceship, to be more precise. One of the Saiyans points out a monster as we see Chilled on the spaceship itself. From a distance, he states, "Oh, thank you, miserable Saiyans! Now the spaceship is mine!" Announcing himself as Chilled, the space pirate, he won't hurt anybody if they just let him take this ship. Yamoshi instantly realizes this is the guy the Galactic Patrol is tracking, as the patrol themselves ready up. As usual for observers of Frieza's race, the Saiyans go, "That's Chilled? He doesn't look so strong." But Yamoshi knows better as he yells for everybody to be careful. That's when the ship seemingly blows up. Even Chilled doesn't know what's going on. Kabura is distraught for obvious reasons, but Yamoshi fears something deeper is looming. That's when the evil Saiyans appear as they're making their approach. There are so many more than I expected.
Yamoshi, the war has begun!
I know. In this world, there are many sorrowful things. A young Yamoshi is brought to tears asking why Cumber killed all of their friends. Thinking back to his youth, Yamoshi has had this recurring nightmare ever since, believing he failed to protect the people he cared about. But today, he can change that by protecting his friends from the same demon, shouting, "You're not my friend Cumber anymore! You're just a monster who's killed far too many Saiyans!"
Come here, Yamoshi. Show me your power!
"Give me back my friend, you stupid monster!" As the two former allies face off, it seems Cumber is a lot stronger than Yamoshi expected. While dodging enemy fire, a few of the others arrive to provide a little bit of backup. However, the Galactic Patrol averts their attention from the conflict between the Saiyans to focus on what they initially came to the planet for, demanding Chilled surrender the Dragon Ball. Salus holds her own rather easily against the infected warriors. The king seems to be faring well also.
Yamoshi!
Are you kidding me? You're far too weak for me!
King Sadala?
Get out of here! I'll take care of him!
Who are you?
I am the King of Sadala, the King of the Saiyans!
The king, huh? I'll be glad to kill you too!
Be careful with his energy. Don't get infected. What the hell is that? Using his energy to create a claw-like weapon, Cumber goes to introduce the other Saiyans to his new powers.
I told you to move on!
Yes, sorry.
Gallic Gun!
Good luck. I just thought of something. We don't have a ship anymore. The Galactic Patrol has predictably been forced to resort to battle with Chilled, checking up to make sure her comrade is okay. One of them takes aim as Helix continues a hand-to-hand fight. Humorously, the two Saiyans from the bar look on as Kabura blows off some steam. Obviously, he's a little upset about his ship being destroyed. I worked hard for an entire week to save my people! Ha! And you ruined my beautiful ship! Who's next? Yamoshi calls on the others to help take care of Chilled first, who comply instantly. The young Vegeta asks his mother if she has a plan, but without a ship, they need to only focus on protecting their people and their own survival. Arriving to help the patrol, Yamoshi asks Helix what's going on. Okay, I wasn't ready for that. Chilled recognizes Yamoshi as a Saiyan from the other day and congratulates him on breaking that giant key ball. But Yamoshi tells him, enough! Give the Galactic Patrol back that crystal ball! We need to stop this war! This crystal ball? You want it? Take it! Surprising everyone, Chilled just hands it over. Elaborating, he says he wanted to sell it, but right now, he just wants to escape the planet. But not to worry, he does plan on seeing all of them again. He then appears to fire a technique similar to the solar flare, distracting everyone just long enough to escape. Yamoshi tells his comrades to take the ball and summon Shenron, as he needs to rejoin the war.
Exhausted already? Pitiful for the King of Saiyans! Where's your Akari mode?
I may have lost my power, but I will keep fighting!
You're useless to me now! Die! You represent the blood of the defeated!
While the blast overtakes him, the king thinks to himself,
I can't die now!
One less! Who's next?
Saving his king, Yamoshi jumps in the way, saying he's got it from here. Going into his Akari mode, or Hunt Leader form, he gets ready to take down Cumber. The other Saiyans consensus and worry about his well-being, but unbeknownst to them, this isn't the regular Akari form. It's what Yamoshi calls Akari Mode Grade 2. Even the Galactic Patrol is impressed. What do you think?
This is what I expected! Give me a wonderful fight! His power has surpassed that of an Azoru, but I have something to show too!
As two of the most powerful Saiyans begin to face off, Cumber tells Yamoshi, you may be able to entertain me, but something tells me you're not using your maximum power yet. As the girls talk about how this form uses a lot of energy, but it's stronger than a regular Ozaru. It won't be long. As Yamoshi takes a stance, Cumber quips,
What is that? A dance step?
No, I'm focusing my energy.
What? He's fast, but he's still restraining himself. Come on! Here's another one of my powers!
As the main battle continues, the Galactic Patrol comments on the strength of the Saiyans, saying they'd make great teammates. Meanwhile, Kabura fights an enraged Saiyan that turns out to be Shallot's brother Giblet. Wild Cannon! You blew up so easily? The other points out that Shallot has also disappeared. That's when one of the Galactic Patrolmen gets a blip on their radar, saying that it seems a time breach has opened, and Shallot must have been absorbed into it. The Queen states that their soldiers appear to be holding their ground, but will not be able to reverse the battle, and a new solution must be found. Queen Okra! Look at the evil Saiyans! High in the air, several Saiyans charge what appear to be death balls. An air raid? The Galactic Patrol decide now is the time to summon the dragon, as Chilled appears to still be on planet. Cumber, what's your endgame?
To force you to fight seriously!
Really? Then take this! Cumber then targets Physalis. She screams in pain as Yamoshi calls after her. Are you okay? A dark key then appears to envelop her, as she too turns into an evil Saiyan. Impossible! Not you too! Why are you doing this, Cumber?
Keep getting angry, Yamoshi!
That's when Nazu comes out of nowhere to save the day, telling Yamoshi to focus on Cumber and she'll take care of his wife. Nazu, thank you.
Isn't that enough for you?
What are you talking about? Cumber is still irate that Yamoshi is not taking this fight seriously yet. Firing what he calls his disaster claw, Yamoshi asks, why do you keep pushing me so hard? What's the point? Cumber says he wants to test the limits of his abilities against a real challenger, even if it means destroying this planet and its people. What? So you're just a monster now? He then demands to know where the Cumber is he knew, the proud and valiant warrior who always protected people despite his disease.
He disappeared in his madness.
As Yamoshi appears to finally get serious, he tells Cumber that his actions are unforgivable. It seems Cumber's finally done the trick to get Yamoshi to fight him for real. Away from the fight, Physalis hasn't turned evil after all. Explaining the situation to Nazu, they decide it'd probably be best not to hang around here. As they pass Yamoshi, she realizes he's not in his Akari mode. Damn, I resisted him because I was angry. But now, as the battle wages on, a few of Yamoshi's allies find some kind of weakness. Whether it knocks him out or takes him out of the evil form, a simple hit to the neck seems to do the trick. Regardless, it does not appear they're gonna win at this rate. Spotting Chilled, Kabura asks if he can help against the evil Saiyans, given they're both in the same situation, though the Galactic Patrol thinks this is a bad idea. You ask for my help? Is that it? Interesting. If you help us, I'll ask the Galactic Patrol to spare you. To make a deal with you? I'd rather die than join a band of monkeys. And just like that, Chill fires a death beam through the king. Enraged, his son goes after him. As King Sadala bleeds out, he says he can only hope Vegeta will have a good bloodline. This event even causes Yamoshi to stop his battle with Cumber.
The king!
Speeding away, he breaks up the fight between Vegeta and Chilled. What?
Vermin!
Shouting, I was the one who was supposed to kill the king, not a dwarf like you. Well, I guess that's one less thing we have to worry about. Now surrounded by 4 other Saiyans, they vow Cumber will pay for what he's done to their people. As they all attack, Yamoshi shouts, get out of here or you'll die!
Your friend is right! Now disappear!
Instead of targeting his comrades, he targets Yamoshi himself. Physalis yells for him to get out of the way, don't just stand there! Who takes off to stand by her husband's side, saying alone, you won't be able to do it. And together, they fire a blast to contest the energy ball. Jumping on board, his comrades join too.
Not bad.
Physalis falls to the ground. She tells Yamoshi she loves him, as all sorts of memories play through his head. As his anger explodes, everybody wonders what's going on.
So that's what you were hiding.
Going Super Saiyan, Yamoshi tosses off his shirt and walks over to his wife's murderer. In a few moments, you'll know a new feeling, Cumber. Fear. As Physalis catches his attention, he walks over to her and closes her eyes. Skyla shouts out for Helix, but he says he's been waiting long enough. The others gawk on, commenting how this is different from the Akari form, and it's unlike anything they've ever seen. Since Helix has mastered Namekian magic, Yamoshi asks if he can make him a new set of clothes. While he finds the timing of this request a little odd, he complies, then says he and Skyla are gonna summon the dragon and wants to know what his wish is. Thanks. I want you to send the uninfected Saiyans to the planet Plant, except those who want to stay, and myself. I'll buy time until the planet is evacuated. Let me know when it's all done. Cumber, I'm ready.
I can feel your blood boiling with rage.
Sacred Dragon, appear and grant my wish. So this is what Shenron looks like. Yes, it's different from Namek's dragon, and it can only grant one wish. Looking from afar, Yamoshi can see the job is almost done. Send all the Saiyans not infected by Cumber to Planet Plant, except Yamoshi and those who wish to stay.
Your wish is answered.
What? And just like that, the majority of the Saiyan population is transferred to Planet Plant. Okra, the queen of all Saiyans, thanks Yamoshi for offering their nation a new chance. Having done what they can, the Galactic Patrol heads out. All they can do now is wish Yamoshi luck. As Cumber asks him why he's smiling, Yamoshi just says he wanted the chance to kick his ass.
Don't get excited yet!
If I don't dodge it, it'll infect me.
Have I reached my limit?
Just give up, Cumber. This fight is over. Perfect.
I can't lose so easily! He deflected my attack. To stop the air raid, he gives me no choice.
Cumber tosses a fake moon into the air and transforms into an Azaru.
Let's fight!
The remaining infected transform as well. This match was already difficult enough before an entire army of Azaru came along. Yamoshi also notes that this artificial moon must be different somehow. Only the evil Saiyans changed.
You! I didn't kill you!
While he's distracted, the others get Yamoshi's attention. You're going to need to do more than that to defeat the great Lord Chilled. You're going to regret attacking me. What the hell are you doing here? Are you crazy? All of Yamoshi's comrades chose to stay behind, reasoning that they're a team, and their duty is to help Yamoshi no matter what. Further, they know he stayed here because he has nothing left to lose, so they'd like to give him the last of their strength, so he can defeat Cumber and the other evil Saiyans. They all raise their hands to the sky, as Yamoshi thanks them all, and even just for a moment, he feels Fesliyan and the king close by. Take this!
Oh, my tail! You little vermin!
The Super Saiyan God is born. With everybody baffled at the new look, Yamoshi tells everybody to take cover, thanking them for everything. He tells them he wants them to enjoy their new life, further saying aloud, the feeling that this transformation gives him makes him feel he surpassed the common mortal, even granting him new abilities, such as sending his friends to Planet Plant.
Get out of my fight!
You'll fight! This is a battlefield! I agree with Cumber. Get out of here. What? Where did you come from? What's with that red hair? Remember what I'm about to tell you. In front of you is the Super Saiyan. No, the Super Saiyan God. Disappear forever, Chilled. And if you survive, don't you dare cross the road of the Saiyan people again. Well, Cumber, do we really have to do this?
Red hair, show me your new powers!
That's the only way to do it.
Now you're at your maximum! So that's your true power, Yamoshi. It's really impressive.
My energy protected me from yours.
Thank you, my friend.
I was able to bring you back for a few seconds. I can now join Fesliyan. Goodbye, Cumber. Planet Plant. 2 months later. 2 months already! We then see a memorial site for King Sadala, Yamoshi, Fesliyan, and Shallot. It seems Yamoshi fought to the death and died of exhaustion. Helix pointing out that he was a true warrior, and per Kabura's request, Helix has included the legend of the Super Saiyan God in the text of Planet Namek. Kabura thanks him, saying now they'll be able to return to a more or less normal way of life. Nazu shouting in the background, under the regency of King Vegeta I. Then Skyla asks, what's become of the evil Saiyan, referring to Cumber, but nobody knows. Back at Planet Sadala.
Weak! Weak! You're all weak!
Still alive and well, albeit insane. While fighting a slew of evil Saiyans, Cumber shouts, Yamoshi was unique, the only warrior capable of making me tremble during a fight. By leaving Cumber alive after destroying the air raid and joining Phasalis, Yamoshi gave his rival one of the worst possible punishments Cumber could ever imagine, to be alone against his fellow men, but not taking any pleasure in fighting as he always saw it. A warrior in search of a stronger opponent, but who will always remain eternally unsatisfied. Earth, age 787, fortune teller Baba's palace. A voice yells for Pan to stop, please! It's Oob, as he and Pan are sparring. Alright, that's enough for today, kids! But being his granddaughter, Pan has no desire to stop yet. And being the smart aleck we know, she says, Oob is so bad, I want to train with Uncle Goten, who's already pretty beat up for the day.
Do you think he will come? The warrior you told me about is still not here, and you're driving my customers away!
But Goku really wants to see this guy. It's been intriguing him since his very first fight with Lord Beerus. Capsule Corps.
Whis, I remember!
The Super Saiyan God! Do you remember his identity?
Yes! His name was Yamoshi, I think. I hope that he and that idiot Goku will meet one day.
That's how the adventure of Yamoshi and his friends ends. Now it's son Goku's turn to protect his loved ones. And that was Dragon Ball Super Yamoshi by Thibault Deboom. All of his links are in the description below. Please go follow this guy. Check him out. Every social media platform he has, he's very active on Facebook. And he has really legit fan animations on his YouTube channel. So the Yamoshi manga is far and away from the only thing this guy does. And for those active in the fan community, he also does Dragon Ball Wrath, which is a crossover between the Capcom game Asura's Wrath, if I'm saying that right. So for the translators out there, I'm sure he'd love your help. And for those looking for a break from Dragon Ball, he also works on a piece called Symphony of Angels, which is again in French, but any Latin-based language is pretty easily translated. So for those ready to get to work, hit him up in the links below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thibault, thank you so much for doing this for the community. It was amazing. I absolutely loved this work. I also love that it didn't just continuously go on forever, aimlessly, just trying to be alive. It had a point, it made the point, it was great for what it was, it would make a great movie or OVA. And as much as I would love to see more, I think the best way to present a story is to leave the audience wanting more. But that's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for being part of this community, and I will catch you next time.